Hey everyone, it's Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be taking a fun Halloween earring design and I'm going to be cutting it out with wood and acrylic. So I'm going to show you how you can take the same design and you can set it up to cut out completely, like this little jack-o'-lantern, or engrave like this piece of wood. So this is the same file, I just have it set up two ways for you to cut and engrave. And if you're watching this and you're thinking about getting a new Glowforge, go ahead and check out that link in my description and you can see how you can save up to $500 on a new machine. Okay guys, I pulled an earring from that earring bundle. Now I'll link the bundle that I used in the description. There's a whole bunch of really cool Halloween designs. I picked this jack-o'-lantern because it was the least mean. So they have some really mean looking ones, but for this general design, I'm not going to do that. All right, so let's look at it. I just clicked on it and it is 11.8 inches wide. So I don't know about you, whatever you choose to do is up to you, but I'm not wearing an earring that's almost a foot wide, so I need to resize it. I'm gonna grab it right here. In my quick access toolbar, I'm going to very quickly resize it to exactly what I need. I'm gonna do that by clicking first this lock aspect ratio. It's the little, what's that thing called? It's not a deadbolt, it's a lock, because it locks the ratio. And I am going to type in my dimension that I want it to be. So if you look over here, the width is just a little bit larger than the height. So I'm going to go right here, type 2, and hit enter. So now you can see I have a much smaller earring. And to be honest, 2 inches is still a little bit big for me to have an earring, but hey, you know, it works out. Let's just go ahead and do 1.5. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure the opening for my earring is large enough for this. So you can see right here, this is all one object. When I move it out of the way, the background's cut out. So I need to manipulate this a little bit so I can break it apart and check out the inner parts of it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change my line color to something I don't have in there. I'm going to make it green. I did that by the top left. I'm going to take out my fill color. I'm going to click right here and this little crosshatch pattern takes out the fill. So now it's just an outline. So right now this is one object. You can see I can move it together. I can double click, my points show up. Now in the software it's been flattened down. It's like a donut with a hole. So I want to go through and tell the software, hey, break this apart into multiple objects. I want to view each line in there separately. So I'm going to right click and release compound path. So now you can see these all have boxes around them. This means they're individual objects. I'm going to click off and then gently click on the circle here, not to move it, and it's at 0.071 inches. So, you know, it's a pretty small opening, but the little earring hooks that I have should fit through there. Just to be safe, I'm going to stretch this out just a hair by using the little box. Clicking again, 0.073. Let's just do a tiny bit more so it's like closer to 1.6 inches. 0.75. So whatever, I'm happy with that. Now don't forget these are all objects that are apart. So while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and make 3 copies of this because I'm gonna do 2 styles of earrings. So I'm gonna do copy and paste. So I have one right here. Or I can grab this right here. I'm going to hover over with my Alt button, press down, click and drag, click and drag. Okay, so this first set up here, I'm actually going to have the face cut out from it. So right now I have 4 objects on top of the earring. I need to cut it out. So the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to select my entire pumpkin. And with Silhouette and most design programs, if you hold down Shift while you click, it will either select multiple objects or it will deselect what you have, what you clicked. So I'm going to hold down Shift, and you can see all of this is selected, but my background pumpkin isn't. And I'm going to right click on it and group it. You can also do Control G or Command G on your keyboard. So I'm going to fill all this in so you can visualize what's about to happen. We have that right there. And then let's make this black. You know, green and black is very Halloween. And so we want to punch this out of the bottom. I'm going to select both of these and I'm going to go to the modify panel on the right. It is the square and the circle. And so we're taking the top object and subtracting it from the bottom like a cookie cutter. So we're gonna go right here, subtract. So check it out. It's all cut out. It looks just like our object before. You could just resize and then you're good from the beginning. I broke it apart because I wanted to see specifically how large that circle was. And now forget about this guy. I don't need it. I can just make a copy of this. So we have, this is our acrylic set. Now this set is going to be wood. And I'm going to engrave this here, but I still need to cut out the hole for the top. So you can see we have this right here. Let's select that so we can see everything that's happening. And our pumpkin black. All right, so we see that right there. You can see this is still going to look black because it has no fill. So you're seeing the color of what's below it. I'm gonna select my circle, hold down shift, select your pumpkin, and just like before, subtract. Cool. So this right here, we're actually going to keep separate. I'm holding down shift while I'm clicking on these. And I'm just gonna hit Control G to group. And now I need to change the line color. So we'll just make that orange. And just for visualization sakes, we'll turn it orange right there. All right, so we have that set right there. Let's grab that, copy and paste. And now we're all set to go. So Glowforge has different functions. It reads them by your line color. So everything in here has green that will be cut. And then this has a different line color because this will be engraved. And let me just make sure I have the right line color on there. Yep, we're all set. So now, using Business Edition, I'm going to select this all and export as an SVG. So take your mouse, grab all of these here, go to File, Save Selection, save it to your hard drive, and make sure you name it, and then choose the little drop down that says SVG to change it to an SVG file. So let me go over here. I'm gonna bring this over, and actually, no, I'm not. I need to do one more thing. So one thing to keep in mind is I'm gonna be doing this on 2 materials. So every line color will be brought in a group. So I actually wanna make sure these earrings have a different line color. So let's go ahead and make them pink. I know it sounds silly. And this will make sense in Glowforge. So let's grab all of these here. Let's go to File, Save Selection, Save to Hard Drive, and I'll see you in Glowforge. My pumpkins are in here. I just turned on my machine so you can... It's centering. But you can see over here, I have my pumpkins. They look gray because there are no settings in. But check it out. You have pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin. All right, so let's bring this up. This right here, everything is in one spot. Those are the ones that we're going to cut. This is one we're only going to cut this, and this is where we're engraving. So I'm starting off with the wood. I'm using birch plywood. So the ones for acrylic that we're only cutting, for the sake of this, we're going to ignore it. Just like it says, it's going to ignore it. So now let's go over here and put in my settings. I'm doing birch. I have been using my speed at 150 and full power. I can probably adjust that soon, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use that. And then this is engrave. So this is, you're gonna go right here to click engrave, and I'm going to engrave using my standard birch settings that I like to use, which is a speed of 500, precision at 50, and 270 lines per inch. So let's look over here. So check it out. The pumpkins that are gonna be acrylic are just there in gray, which means nothing's going to happen. Let's go ahead, grab our pumpkins here and move it into a safe space where it will engrave. So I'm going to rotate it a little bit to go up and down. I'm gonna hold shift while I do it. And we're going to engrave it right here. Now one more thing, you'll see it says select material. It says unknown. I am using uncertified material. I'm using my own thing. So I need to go over here to more and set my focus. This just allows my machine to figure out how far away my material is. That gives me a better indication of how it's gonna look in this screen, and it helps you align your design better. So we're gonna let that focus go, and then we're gonna hit print to see how long it's going to take, and we're gonna go. All right, so you can see my pumpkins have shifted just a tiny bit, so I'm gonna use my arrows to nudge them closer to the edge just to be safe. And one thing to keep in mind, these right here will do that function in the order you have it lined up. So you can see this cut is gonna happen before the engrave, and I don't want that, so I'm just gonna click and drag. So now it's going to engrave and then cut first. We're ready to hit print. This is gonna process and kind of say how long it's going to take. I'll let you see how long Oh, I'm in the fast lane because I have Glowforge Premium. It's gonna take 5 minutes. That was so fast. So I'm gonna go ahead, hit it on my Glowforge, and I'll see you at the end. Hey guys, it's me. I know I just showed you this tutorial, but after I cut the first pair of earrings, I realized that the hole for my earring wire was way too big. So I'm going back in here and I'm adjusting it so I can delete this one because I'm going to make a copy, this as well. All right, so I am going to zoom into this. I am going to remove my fill by using that crosshatch pattern, and I'm going to do the same thing that I did before. I'm going to right click, release compound path. Everything is broken apart. I'm going to click on this little circle. It's 0.091 inches. I'm going to make it 0.07, hit enter. So you can see the opening is much smaller and it has more space around it. It was just, it wasn't good. All right, so let's grab all of these together, holding down shift. You can see the gray box increases with each one. I am going to Control G, group them, change that color so you can see it, and let's change that color so you can see it as well. I don't know how I ended up getting a pink pumpkin, but here we are. All right, so again, hold down shift, click on this background, and we're back in our modify panel again and subtract. All right, that looks much better. Now let's go through, copy, paste, and bring that over here. So I'm going to show you one more trick. I'm going to make a copy of this. I held down the Alt button, and we're just going to release compound path. You can see it's all colored differently, so I'm going to grab this background one, change the color, green. We're just doing all the colors. Hold down shift for that. Click that, hold down shift to grab that, and subtract. Right, so now we have our pumpkin in with this on top. Now we just have to remember that everything with this pink line is going to be cut. This needs to be engraved, so we're going to hold down shift to grab all of this together. I'm going to hit Control G to group, and I'm just changing the line color. Let's do black because who cares about a color story? And I'm just going to copy and paste to make another one. I'm going to follow the same format to export it, and I'm going to go back into Glowforge, and at this point I'm just going to show you the acrylic setup now. Alright guys, I have re-uploaded it. You can see my acrylics right here, so check it out. We have our settings. So these two at the top are the wood ones, so we're going to go over and ignore them because we're not using it for acrylic. And then we have our acrylic right here. So I love to program my own. I'm using glitter acrylic. So this is speed at 230, full power. So let's go back. I have it cut for glitter acrylic, and let's set my focus. And while that goes, I'm just gonna kind of select a space for these pumpkins. I'm gonna try to put them kind of right here. You can see I've used this piece of acrylic before. Now this glitter acrylic is nice. It's really smooth. The glitter is more subtle. This is from Craft Chameleon. I'll link in the description below. I love it. I love using this acrylic. All right, so we're gonna let that focus, and once we're set with that, we're gonna hit print. Oh, we're all set, so let's print. It's preparing. This will tell us how long it's going to take to cut, and I'm in the fast lane. All right, it'll take 40 seconds to cut. So I'm gonna set my camera, jump over there, and I'll see you in a minute. Here they are, guys. Here are these cutie little earrings. So this is the engraved one. This is the one where the hole for the hook is a little bit too small. And then this is the one where the opening is corrected. So super cute. I thought it was cute that it was like that. Now this is using a file from Design Bundles. I'll link it in the description. But a fun little Halloween project that we have. It's October, so Halloween's coming up soon, but a nice way for you to get festive for the holiday coming up at the end of the month. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below, do you like this project? Do you want to see more Halloween? How are we feeling? Do you like earrings? I want to know it all. And while you're there, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Check out the link in my description on how you can save up to $500 on a new Glowforge machine if you're purchasing, and I will see you next time.